Hello, creative people. I'm Matt Haas. This is the Awesome Wood Things channel, and this is the second episode of All Things YouTube. How is everyone this evening? Hope everyone's doing well. I have a jam-packed show for you. Let me get my graphics going up here. There's some fun stuff to watch. Tom Spillane is here. Be Happy Woodworking and Honeybees. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. Drop a hello in the chat so I will know you are here. Again, I've got lots and lots of notes to go over. My goodness, so many things have happened over at YouTube. This is going to be an awesome recap. Marcel's here. Juan's here. Steve Nealon from Harneal Media. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jam-packed Brenda G's Designs. She says, howdy. Everyone go over to Brenda G's in an hour. I think she's having her show today. I don't know. I hope so. Anthony. Okay. Hey. All right. Now, all things YouTube. So much has happened at YouTube. This is going to be a jam-packed show. Hopefully everyone's following all of the creator channels at YouTube. You should absolutely be doing that if you're not. But I follow them all, so I'll compress it all and show you what you need to show during these shows. So you can ignore it all and let me tell you what is happening. Okay, this is just going to be rapid fire, one after the other. So buckle up. If you have questions, choose the @ symbol and then start typing AWE, like for Awesome Wood Things. So it'll highlight my name and I will more easily see it, because sometimes the chat messages, they fly by me and I don't see them. Super chat's also active. That's a good way for me to see it as well, but that's completely optional, And then after this show stops, after the show ends, this rebroadcast, the recording of this show will be unlisted on Awesome Wood Things. So you can always go to Awesome Wood Things Facebook page. So facebook.com/awesomewoodthings. And then you'll see links to all of these shows. You might have to scroll down the wall in order to find it, but they're all there. Then you can watch the unlisted video that way. Or you can go on Patreon, patreon.com/awesomewoodthings, and be a $1 or more patron. And then you get all of this in a nice, easy list. Okay. Let's jump right in. Share my screen. There's a new field. Can you believe that? There's a new piece of metadata that wasn't there before. I love metadata. Whenever there's a new piece of metadata, you should learn what it is and then fill it out. Why? Because it's important. Why is it important? Because YouTube put it there. New piece of metadata. Let's take a look at what it is. And this one is only in the studio, the beta, the studio beta, not the old Creator Studio. It's not there, but it's in beta. So let's jump in and take a look. All right. Here's studio beta. And I'll just go to my videos and go into a video here. Okay. Now, here are the details of the video. So this is, title, description, thumbnails, or I'm sorry, title, description, tags. Thumbnails is on its own tab. Let me go back to the skinny method. There you go. But if you pop over here to advanced, look at this, video location, question mark. Let me hover over that. There you go. Searchable on public videos. So I put in my city and state. Well, you kind of start typing and it puts that in there. So that's what it is. Video location is now a thing. Now you're asking, well, why is that a big deal? Well, think about it. Someone could be searching for videos near their location, and the search results will appear based on creators like you filling out that field. So, how often do people search by location? Probably not very often, but this is just one of those things. If you want to be in those search results, When someone does search by location, you've got to fill out that field. Why not fill it out? It takes 1 second to fill it out. So it's empty by default. And as far as I can tell, you can't auto set that. Here, watch. There's a way to do the defaults. So you can set up YouTube when you create a new video. You can default the title, the description. You can default lots of fields. It's not defaultable. Is that a word? Defaultable? So let me go back to the old studio and go to, what is it? Channel, and then upload defaults. It's not here. Location. Do you see it? Find LOCATION. No, it's not there. So as far as I know, you cannot default your video location on future videos. I don't know how to do it. So there you go. First thing, video location. Use it. Why do you want to use it? Well, YouTube put it there. Some people might search for videos near their city. Why be excluded? Why be excluded from that? No reason. Takes 1 second. All right. Studio Editor. I just wanted to talk about the Studio Editor because it has a little editing tool within the new Studio Beta. Yeah, it's here. Editor. I've never used this. I don't think I ever will, because I do my editing in a video editing program, but there, so you can trim, crop stuff out, and you can just do have control over the timeline and the audio to some respect. I'm not going to do any of this, but it is there. Oh, and one thing you can do with it is you can do a lot of features of the platform. So cards, end screens, things like that, you can do in Editor now as well. But for simple edits, hey, it's there. And they're working on it. They're spending engineering dollars. Yeah. Al says he uses his location in the name. Kilroy 79763. That's his zip code. Explore tab. Okay. This is a thing. This is a thing now. So on the phone, I think this is Android only. I have an iPhone. Don't hate. But on the YouTube app, there's an explore button down at the bottom, or there will be an explore button down on the bottom. And YouTube is using this as a new way to consume content, to consume content. You've got the subscription area, you've got the recommended area. Well, now you'll have the explore area. What exactly it's going to be engineered for and how it's going to work, not really sure. From what I can tell, it's like a recommended area, but a little bit different. Even the subscription area is getting tweaked. I have some notes on that. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that when you go into your subscriber tab, you might not see videos from people you've subscribed to? They are changing that area subtly at first, but they might change it pretty harshly. It used to be no holds barred, first in, first out of creators putting new videos. They used to show up in the subscription area. on YouTube. And now they're starting to modify that. So you may or may not see subscribers. And what they're trying to do is put, if they think you'll click on it, they'll put it there. And I don't think those are hard and fast changes. Hard and fast. I don't think they're aggressively changing it, but it goes. It speaks to this next point, that viewer behavior determines search. So it kind of overlaps with that topic. Now, let me say that again. So when you search for stuff on YouTube, you as a creator want your videos to show up in the search results if your videos are a good match for what potential viewers are searching for. And for recommended too. When YouTube puts your video as a suggested video or a recommended video, you want your videos in those areas because you're taking advantage of the platform. The algorithm is pushing you into different parts of the platform for more eyeballs to see your stuff and people to click on your videos. That's what you want. Interestingly enough, behavior is being more and more weighted as a decision point, whether or not YouTube puts that stuff in those specific areas. What do I mean? What do I mean by that? So, like, say viewer A, like YouTube user A, their last 100 videos, is one of your videos in their last 100? If yes, they might push your videos into the eyeballs of that particular user in suggested or in search results. Because if they're doing a search term and there's a match between you and a match between your competitor, and one of your videos on your channels were in the last 100 viewed of that particular person who did that search, you're going to be more likely to appear in that search result for that user, because the search results are all customized per user. What person A searches for is going to be a different list, potentially different list than what user B searches for. That's the thing about YouTube. It's different for each person. The only way to kind of get the same type of thing is if you log out and go to youtube.com and just look at the page that loads. Like, that's what they call front page, but really my front page is different than your front. My recommended is different than your recommended. And so it's less about your title, your keywords, your description, your closed captioning, everything that YouTube can use to identify what exactly is your video about, because they got to go by what you tell it, that is becoming less. Well, not less, but the behavior is weighted more for that. I hope that made sense. That makes sense. I think that made sense. So that's just something to think about. Now, of course, titles and descriptions and keywords, and that's all very, very necessary. But just know that they're doing everything they can to make sure what they show people will likely be clicked on. And after it's clicked on, they'll likely watch it the whole way through. That's it. You can collapse this whole show weeks on out. It's really that point. YouTube wants to show people videos they think they'll click on. And after they click on them, they think they'll watch the whole way through. You nail those two things, you've nailed YouTube. It's that simple. It's that simple. And they don't want you jumping off platform. So don't go send them to, off platform, because if people watch your stuff and then leave YouTube, that's bad. That's bad. Did everyone hear about Premiere videos? If there's questions, type at @awesomewoodthings and then put your questions in the chat. Premiere videos is a new type of experience coming to YouTube. If then this is rolling out to, I think you have to have a certain level of a channel, a certain number of subscribers, I think. But so it's very limited right now. But the idea is, you know how like a live stream, like we're on this Hangout on air. Yay. Hello, everyone. And we've got the chat going. Okay. So that's a fun experience. Like, this is a fun thing to do. Okay. Well, that same experience they want for newly published videos. So you could kind of schedule a live viewing of a pre-recorded video. So it's just like you've published it, but you publish it with the chat. So I, as the creator, could say, all right, so maybe I got my Yosemite Sam artwork done. I used Adobe Illustrator to draw Yosemite Sam with my new drawing tablet. And I made a video about it, and I want to publish the video. Well, right now you hit publish, and then you go off to social media and tell people, go look at my stuff, go look at my stuff. You could do what they call a premiere, which you could schedule in advance the actual go live time, and then you could be in this hangout like area, but it wouldn't be a live camera. It would be your pre-recorded video, and you could all watch the video together as a premiere, like you're going to the premiere of a movie, and then the chat will be open, the super chat will be there, and that's premiere. So keep an eye on that, and if your channel has high subscribers, they might give you that. Not exactly sure what that is. YouTube giving. This is a new thing on YouTube. Breaking news here, folks. Did everyone hear about YouTube giving? So there's 4 different things to talk about with YouTube giving. And this is for 501c3s and raising money for causes. So let me kind of quickly go over what you're talking about here. So the official language is a suite of features designed to strengthen the way creators and fans can make a difference through charitable giving on the platform to over 1 million nonprofits. And that's what the press release said. Oh, Russ is here from Simply Wooden Creations. Hi, Russ. So there's going to be fundraisers, community fundraisers, campaign matching, and super chat for good. Okay, so fundraisers. So there'll be only a small select group of creators are going to get this, and you could have YouTube be a fundraising platform. There could be community fundraisers. This is where you could start your own fundraiser, and you could open it up for other creators to piggyback off of your thing that you created. So you could have a group of a dozen different creators, say in the woodworking community, all fundraising for the same thing. And then they're going to have campaign matching, which will be YouTube will dollar for dollar match what people give. And then that could happen for either the fundraiser or the community fundraisers. Either one of those two can or cannot have campaign matching. And then super chat for good. There's going to be a way to give super chats, but give them to a charity rather than going to the creator. So you'll have both options as a viewer of a super chat. So this is called YouTube Giving, and it's going to roll out to the platform slowly, but that's the quick overview. All right. How's everybody doing? I still got more news. There's been a lot of news lately. How many in the chat room, by show of the Spock hand, know about the auto moderation of comments? Okay. Auto moderation of comments. If you don't know about auto moderation of comments, give the Spock hand if you want to learn more. So if you know about it or you want to learn more, give me that Spock hand in the chat room. So let me show you what that is. Auto moderation of comments. I've had this on, and I haven't had any issues with it, so I guess it's working. But let me show you what it is. Wizard Woodworks, Sean Draper. Hello, welcome to the show. We're talking about all things YouTube. There is a setting, community settings. Okay, so I'm in the old Creator Studio under community setting. These are new. So this is comments on your YouTube videos and comments on your channel. You have several different, and this is all about what happens to comments in those two areas. Okay, see lots of Vulcan's Spock can't, or Vulcan. Okay, Al corrected me. My geek cred is failing me. They're Vulcan. Greetings. All right. Dave Gatton's here. Hi, Dave. We're talking about comments and some controls you have for moderating comments. Hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. This is the one right here. You can either allow, or you can hold all, or you can flat out disable comments. Oh, no, don't ever do that. Hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. And it makes a distinction between comments on a video and then just comments on your channel proper. Yeah, you do have comments on your channel. I always never know they're there. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of discontinue whole channel comments, but they've done that similarly to, they used to have messaging. You could message a channel. There was a whole messaging area, and it was just, it wasn't a comment on a video. It was a comment on your channel. Anyway, they did away with that a couple months ago. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes away. Although I've heard nothing saying that it would. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised. Hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. Well, this is what YouTube in their infinite wisdom will decide. If a comment looks suspicious, they'll put it in potential spam. I've had it on, and I see stuff going into potential spam. So it must be working. I've never had a problem. So let's go to comments. Leave that. Likely spam. See likely spam over here? Very nice. Please support me. Congratulations on your channel. Success today and always. Access channel dubbing Kirk Lopez. Leave a like and share my video. So it put these there because my community settings was hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. I think that's what it did. Oh, held for review. No, it would have put them here. Okay, so none of my stuff was a result of that checkbox over here on community settings. But you know, hey, everyone has that checkbox. If you want it, check it. It's in beta, so they're making it better, which means they're working on it. Yeah, they are spam. Yeah, they're definitely spam, Dave the Wood Barber says. Remember, if you have any questions, just do @AwesomeWoodThing so it highlights and I can see it on the chat that's flying by. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. This is good and bad and good, but kind of bad. But good if you play good. All right. YouTube has been getting serious. Serious with their community guidelines. There has been a lot of crap going on in 2018 that almost toppled the platform. There was 3, what do they call it? Adpocalypses. Okay. What's adpocalypse? The advertisers got upset and pulled all their advertising. Many companies did this. Coca-Cola did it. Several big players took all their money out of YouTube. Why? Well, there were some derogatory videos that were monetized and ads were running on them. And people took screen grabs and said, hey, Coca-Cola, here's your ad running on this video. See that horrible foul word in the title of that video? YouTube is advertising against this horrible stuff. And they're like, they noped out of there. Well, you know what? See, that's the thing. Like, you're getting ad revenue. Like, where does that come from? Where does the money come from? It doesn't just, they don't print their money. People give the money to YouTube in forms of the advertisers. The advertisers give money to YouTube, and then they distribute it out to the creators, and they keep some for running the platform. And if the people don't advertise, then there's no money to go around. That's the thing. It's not some, there's people on both ends. Advertisers are people, creators are people, and yin and yang, cause and effect. Anyway, safe external links is what we're talking about. Cards and end screens. So if you, as a creator, put a link off platform in cards or end screens or the description, anywhere on the YouTube platform, you put a link that appears to the public, and the public can click that link or feature and go off platform to your website, to your Facebook page, to your Patreon. Those are off platform links. It could be in cards, they could be in end screens, it could be in the fields of your description. If you send them to something that's inappropriate, and by inappropriate, I mean against YouTube guidelines, they're cracking down. They're cracking down. Strike, insta strike, channel strike. So thankfully, the maker and woodworker community, which is a lot of the people that watch this, because I have an Awesome Wood Things Facebook page. That's how I started. I'm making stuff in my wood shop. That's my channel. And that's what you're watching now. This is my Awesome Wood Things channel. Anyway, that's not a big deal in that community. But, there's all kinds of creators on YouTube with all kinds of shows and all kinds of channels. And some of them are going off to some pretty risque and pretty nasty places. Well, YouTube's now sniffing that out harder than ever. So safe external links, they're looking for it. If you leave YouTube to go to some other place on the internet that doesn't fall within their community guidelines, you'll be liable, and they'll use the tools they have against you, which is channel strikes and ultimately other more nasty things. So external links, this, if you're like, this doesn't affect me, just know that this is going to make the entire platform better. You want YouTube to be the best platform out there because more people will advertise. More people advertise, more money to go around. More people will feel safe to go there. More parents will let their kids go there, earlier. And, the better YouTube is in general, the better it is for you as a creator. And safe external links is one way they're making the platform better. Here's something really, really interesting. Concurrent views. Okay, there's a way. I don't fully understand this. Maybe someone does in the chat. Hey, Miter Mike's here. Hi, Miter Mike. Talking all things YouTube. Going over the news of the week. Embedded live streams, autoplay. One, there's a way to embed live streams. So if I have awesomewoodthings.com, I can, if my channel is high enough, and I'll show you where that setting is. If your channel is in good standings and you have enough subscribers and you've met some other criteria, you can embed live streams on a website. Who knew? Well, you can autoplay that session. So for these all things YouTube videos, I could put that up on awesomewoodthings.com on a page, and I could set it to autoplay. And then I could put a whole bunch of bots, robot machines kind of watching that web page. So when I launch all things YouTube, I get my army of 200 zombie computers all looking at that page, and it all auto plays. And then I get 200 concurrent views. It's a way to game the system. People are gaming the system. YouTube is no longer counting that as a view. They're still allowing it to happen. You can embed stuff on your website and you can autoplay it and you can game, but it's not going, so they notice. So this is the thing about YouTube. They're not stupid. They are looking at everything 6 ways from Sunday. That's why when your stuff goes into moderation for when you're entered into the partner program, so you have your 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours over the last 12 months, and you don't just turn on, you don't just get the features of the partner program. You go in a queue, you get reviewed, and then you get greenlit. Well, what are they looking for? They're looking for odd behavior, odd viewer behavior. Are people calling your stuff up in playlists and rifling through it 7 times a day, watching the same video on the same playlist on auto loop? They're looking for that type. They can tell when that type of stuff happens. And then they're like, they get a little uneasy. They want natural views. And, this autoplay on embedded websites of live streams, well, so I guess a whole handful of people kind of figured out how to get a lot of eyeballs by presumably having robots look at their stuff. Well, YouTube figured it out. Now they're not allowing that. I don't know if that affects anyone. Doesn't affect me, but that's something that they're doing. And I think it just speaks to the mindset that YouTube has to protect their platform and make it fair for everyone. All right. Oh, so the beta, the studio beta, it's going to have some more features soon. All right. So let me go into the studio beta. And again, all of their engineering talent is on here, working on this interface, the studio beta. So missing features, live streams, playlists. These things are probably going to be next in studio beta because you can't manage playlists and you can't set up live streams in this new interface. They're soon ready to launch those 2 things, which will be cool. All right, let's did want to show you something else. What we got here? Oh, I just thought this was neat. This is YouTube's help center here. All right. So they've got keep viewers watching with video techniques. What does YouTube tell us about how to keep viewers watching? And look at this one. Organize and program your content. Build long watch time sessions for your content by organizing and featuring content on your channel using series playlists. Right there it is. Playlist. They love playlists. And this is a regular release schedule and things like that. I just think it's neat when YouTube proper, support.google.com/YouTube, they'll tell you these tips, and you should take it seriously. They're talking about series playlists, which is different than regular. Did you know there's 2 types of playlists? There are. There's a playlist and there's a series playlist. Series is meant for like episodic stuff. So it's like you should watch 1 before 2, I think, or 3. They like the series ones better. When you're in playlists, you can see if it's a series playlist or not. I'll show you. So let me go back to Studio Classic. Video Manager, where we'll get to the playlist area. Playlist. All right. Edit playlist. Edit. Okay. Shoot. Where is delete, add all, transition? Oh shoot. There's a way playlist settings. There we go. Playlist set as an official series for this playlist. That's what they're talking about. They like this one better than not that one. And so I'm going to check that and hit save. That's a series playlist. Set your playlist to play in order I have when it plays backwards. Sorted by date added. Is that what you mean? Marcel, let me know exactly what. Yeah, hate. I get it. Which one, Marcel? Date added or date? I think I have it the way you want it. By date added. I think that's it. Review, please. Okay. Yeah, so what I was talking about is official playlist or not. First of all, not yours. Okay, he says I should change it. Maybe I'll do oldest. That one. Other people. So just to recap, official playlist is a series type of content, episodic content. They like when that's checked better than when it's not. First of all, they love when your stuff is in a playlist, period. And then they'd rather have it be a series, an official series playlist rather than a playlist. And that was that checkbox. His playlist, not yours. Oh, Marcel's saying he thinks mine was the way he liked it, I think. I think that's what you said. I'll set it back. Date added, newest. Okay, we're going to keep it like that. If that needs to change, that needs to change. That's fine. All right. And now the last thing I want to talk about was educational content. Steve Ramsey from Woodworking for Mere Mortals had a very good video out where he kind of recapped his first decade on YouTube. And I thought it was just a good video. First of all, I love the guy. You know, I sent him a sticker. He put my sticker on his channel. It was nice. Well, that's the extent of how I know him. You know, I'm not name dropping. And I don't know him beyond that. But still, I'm a fan. Has been an inspiration to me. And go to Woodworking for Mere Mortals, watch that video. And he breaks it all down. And it's kind of neat to learn that there's a 10-minute time limit for content, for videos. So he wanted to do, an hour-long video. He had to do 4 15-minute videos. It was just the way it was back then. And, he talked about, what made a successful video back then versus now and how it's changed. A good history lesson. But he talked about how educational content is difficult on YouTube. It's difficult because YouTube likes things in little bites, and they like the eyeballs, and they like the clicks, and they like to get in and get out, and they like to get right into the content. They don't, what do I say all the time? Cut out the fluff. When I'm talking about your actual video, I mean, cut. Get to the point, get in, get out, get in quick, get out quick. That's kind of the formula that a lot of people like. But educational content's not like that. It's long form, long explanations, every step. When I'm making a build video, I cut 4 fins on my propeller blade. I only show you how to do one, or I show you how to do one and then show 3, 4, 5, like all kind of stacked up. I don't show every operation. Well, I don't know if that's a good. Anyway, there's challenges with when something is educational content. And he went off platform. He made his own course, and he's been doing really well with it. And the whole point was YouTube's not good for educational content. But, big but, there's been stuff from Susan, the CEO, saying they love educational content. And YouTube is working on making the platform better for that type of content. What they're doing, I don't know. There's been no other details beyond that. So I know at the CEO level of YouTube, they like educational content. What could that mean? I'm speculating. Maybe educational content shows up in search results over non-educational content. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Maybe they're going to have like a little course area, kind of like the community tab. Maybe they're going to have like an education, where it's more of like a formal tab. Who knows? All I know is they want it and they're working on it. And when YouTube wants something, they usually get it because they've got their resources. 5-minute video has 20 hours of footage sometimes. Al's saying that in the chat. So that is just go watch this video if you want a history lesson. I find it interesting to see how the platform was over the years, and I think he did a really good job. And he talked about educational content, and he's right. It's not the best place for educational content right now. But I'm backing Google. They I think they've got something. And when I say Google, I mean YouTube, because YouTube is owned by Google. Hey, Jim Dockrell's here. He says he's late. That's okay. I just recap the news of the week. And I think what I'll do is I'll jump into some channel reviews if someone wants to go on the chopping block. What I'll do is I can look at the channel and comment about some things I see. I see Paul's Messy Workshops here. I had mentioned I would do that. He had asked me to do that last week, and I wasn't able to. So but if anyone else in the chat room wants their channel reviewed, I'll do that now in the last couple minutes of the session here. Paul, you still in the chat? Oh, yeah. He says, sure, me. Okay, here we go. Let's look at Paul's channel. And in the chat room, if there's anything you notice, good or bad, please put it in the chat. Paul won't mind. And I know we're all civil here. This can be a tough thing to do because, people work hard on their channels, and it's sometimes tough to hear. Okay, what I like to do is start right on the front page. Well, what's it say? Paul's Messy Workshop. It's got a guy with tools and sawdust, a saw blade, a wrench, and a bunch of boards. And he's got a wood background. And he's using a nice blue color that's even outside of the RGB colors or outside of the normal color space. Paul, I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with the banner of your channel. Could do some kerning here. The P is sort of far away from the A. But that's super nitpicky, super nitpicky. I do like the blue. I especially like those colors that don't appear on a digital camera footage. Billy Burt, I'm game, Matt. Okay, Billy had said something. Someone said mod shapes when you get a chance. So I got at least 2 more in the queue. Maybe I've missed some others. Thank you for doing the @AwesomeWithThings. That shows up as orange in my chat feed. What am I talking about? Anytime, now I'm in Photoshop just for funsies. See this little warning? This is telling you that this is not representable in the CMYK color space, which means it's actually lit up. Now, everything's technically lit because it's on a monitor, but this one is actually glowing. I can tell because I've spent 2.5 decades in the graphics industry, that blue has that exclamation mark warning users that you cannot represent that color in the CMYK color space, and it's glowing. I just like that. It's just one little piece of graphic stuff. So kudos on the banner. We got uploads and playlists. Paul, come on. Yeah, upload. You could improve your selections here as to what's on your home tab of your channel. You know, you could have each one of these playlists take up a whole column here, and you could see the first 6 in this playlist, shop projects, and the first 6 in tool reviews, and then put uploads. So that's what I would do. I would say, pick which one of these 2 you want to be first, make your own row here, and then set that up. Have you ever done that before, Paul? Here's how you do it. Go into your Creator Studio. Al says it's a little messy, and his channel name is Paul's Messy Workshop. I love it. Oh, Al from Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. You crack me up. All right, so here's your channel, and then you could go, hold on. Here. Edit. So this is what you want, Paul. You want to come here, and you want to do single playlist in a horizontal row, or not. But the idea is then choose playlist, and then pick your playlist from your, and then hit done. And then it'll do this. So I have my projects playlist. Here's the first row, my miscellaneous playlist, Learn Adobe Now playlist, and my self-proclaimed epic videos. Only 2 videos. And yes, my Prince video has now been greenlit worldwide. They had taken it down. Well, not taken it down, but they've blocked it worldwide. Now the record company has said it's good to go again. So, okay, I'm getting off topic. Paul, make this a row in the playlist, shop projects, make that a row in a playlist, and then get rid of this upload stuff. If anyone wants to go to uploads, I just go here to videos, and here's your first in, first out. So people can go there if they want. So that's good. Whirligig. Let me just kind of. So here you're talking. I'm gonna turn the volume down. That's really not okay. So you're 13 seconds, 14 seconds. There you go. Okay, you were 17 seconds talking on a tripod. Okay, first of all, I love the tripod. Okay, wait, if you're a talking head, all about the tripod, which, by default, most people are doing this themselves. So it's just you somewhere. But if you're a talking head and you've got the shaky cam, just for me, that's a big no. You were 18 seconds on camera before you flipped to your first transition. That's about the sweet spot. They say 15, every 10 or 15 seconds, something on the screen should change. If you're more than 50, now you were only 18, so that's not bad. But that's a good tip overall. Every time the brain sees something different, like when these flip, these are every 20 seconds. When they flip, your mind says something's different, pay attention. Okay? So if you went any longer, the tip would have been put a graphic on screen. You mentioned this was for Russ Clarity's Whirligig Challenge. Like maybe put his name up on screen, or put a little graphic of he did a little marketing card, with, some bullet points on it, or something, just put something on there. You can lambaste my channel, says Al. Oh, I am doomed then. I don't view my channel public. Oh, yeah. Got to have public channel, Dave the Wood Barber. Okay, so let's continue critiquing Paul's messy workshop. I think this is you're well lit. I think the volume was okay. I didn't hear any static, so looks like your microphone's acceptable. And then here I think you show the result of your work. And now you're talking over it. That's fine.
Yeah. But he can't lift up the dumbbells. Now the wind quits just like it did last time. There it goes.
All right. Not bad.
Wait,
all right, this must okay, here's the wrap up. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so you're at 122 to 139. So 17 seconds.
Contest. And I'm really happy with
what do you got? Paul, wait a minute.
Cheers. I appreciate my video.
All right, look.
Hi, I'm Paul.
You've got no cards and you've got no end screens. Paul, my man, where's your cards? Where's your end screens? See, YouTube is giving you these features. Take advantage of them. Why not take advantage of them? So you could put a card like this. This was in, is this a project playlist? Whatever playlist this video is in, you could put a card up there that says, check out my other projects. Why not? And then on the end screen, you could put your subscribe link and your the video best for user. Throw that on the end screen. That's what it's there for. That's a pretty good video. It's under 2 minutes, says Odessa. Yes, and short. I love short. Did you waste time on this video, Paul? No, you didn't. 2 thumbs up for you, my friend. Get in early, get out early. You know, that's what you did. You did the intro, 18 seconds. You showed the item, and you did the outro, 17 seconds. Bang on. Good job. It was well lit. You were on the tripod. Audio was good. What was the thumbnail? Let's take a look at your thumbnail. So I'm going to go back. Let me start sharing again. Thumbnail. Is this a default thumbnail? Probably could have done a bit better job on the thumbnail. Maybe done something to bring this whirligig in focus a bit more, or even just punch up the saturation up a tiny bit. I'm a big fan of just last show we took Javi's, and I think he did the same thing. Simple photo was only thing. Didn't have any words on it. Didn't have any branding on it. Might want to put your logo. Do you have a good logo you could put on there? I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, so get in there, punch up the hue, punch up the saturation, you know, closer on the thumbnail. Okay, let's go a little closer. I know I didn't show it very, very good. Can I save that image? Let me save that image to the desktop. Oh, that wasn't it. Oh, I think I got to do it like this. Now it's going to be small. There's a way to get better thumbnails. You can download full-size thumbnails, but just for the purpose of this lesson, this was his thumbnail. There, we'll go like that. What you could do is get in your image program, adjust hue, saturate, and just kind of punch it up just a bit. Like that. So better 1, better 2, better 1, better 2. You know, it's just a little nudge. That's, you know, some of these tips, they just get you 1% better. Hey, it's an improvement. And what did it take me? It took me like 2 seconds to do that. And yes, I'm using Photoshop, but there's every graphics program, free or not, can adjust hue, saturation, and brightness. It's all there. Oh, I'll approve your message there. Paul says, check out my palette challenge video if you would. Okay. This is a 3-minute video.
This is a. It's not just any palette. Stick around and I'll tell you why.
All right. You got, oh, I wasn't sharing. I think you heard the audio. Maybe that audio came through. Paul said, this is a palette. It's not just any palette. Stick around and I'll tell you why. That was his exact wording. And then he's going in on this.
Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to my messy workshop. Well, it's that time of year again.
Paul, your workshop's not that messy. It's a little bit messy. Oh, yes, we heard the audio. Thank you.
So stick around and I'll show you how I'm going to take this junky old piece of wood and make it into a contest winning project.
All right. Well, I mean, okay, I watched the first 44 seconds. It was good. I mean, so you were 30 seconds with nothing changing on the screen. You got to bombard that user with an onslaught of graphics. The audio was good. I can tell you have the lapel mic. You know, the lighting's good, and you're on a tripod. And it looks like at the 43-second mark, we're going into the actual build. Oh, and look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul turned the volume down of his power tool. How annoying is it when power tools run and it's 4 times the volume to the end user? It looks like you've increased the speed, I'm guessing. Maybe not. I'm a fan of fast forward. Oh, good. Look at that. Cutting. Okay, when I say cut, you've cut the transition. Scroll saw work. And I can tell this is full speed because I saw the second hand on your watch moving. All right, you didn't show this whole entire cut. That was good. You know, you're kind of cutting around. You're cutting out redundant stuff. I like that. Good music in the background. I'm digging it. Staining.
Well, my entry.
All right, where are we at here? So we're at 2 minutes 20.
2018.
But look at this shot. Why is there so much headroom here? You're kind of oddly positioned. Maybe reposition the. In other words, there's not really interesting stuff up here, but that's nitpicky. That's a messy Pac-Man.
Said, hey, why don't you build a palette? Because I couldn't think of anything to build.
You've built a small palette.
Hey, put your little dabs of paint.
Just fast forwarding here. Okay, so now we're ending. What's happening here? Nothing. No cards, no end screen. Fade to black. Well, you know, okay. Here we go. Yeah, get some visuals on there when you're doing any operation for more than 15 seconds. And yeah. Very impressed. Very impressed. Couple tips there. Think you'll be on your way. Good job, Paul. Need end screen. Yeah. You know, cards and end screen, they give them to you. You should. Oh, was it closed captioned? I wonder. Do closed captioning. Go back and put the closed captioning in if there was no closed captioning. Let me see.
This is a palette. It's not just any palette. Stick around and I'll tell you why.
I'll go back here, see if he's got.
Hi, I'm Paul. clarity over at Simply Wooden Creations. This is my palette. And in this palette,
I'm looking at the closed captioning now.
So stick around and I'll show you how I'm going to take this junky old piece of wood.
Okay, well, I can't quite tell, but the idea is if you didn't manually update your captions, manually update your captions. That's another trick to get you a little bit better favored by YouTube to suggest your stuff. If someone's doing a search for palette challenge, your videos and someone else's video, and this one has closed captioning and yours doesn't, and all things are equal, you're getting left out potentially. So yeah, closed captioning, they're a thing. Use them. All right, we're up on the hour mark at 8 o'clock. Do we want to keep going? Give me the Vulcan hand if you want me to keep going. We'll do one more. Who else? Who else wants to be on the chopping block? Was it Dave the Barber? But then his isn't public, so that got disqualified. Someone said they use GIMP. That was when I was talking about the hue, saturation, and brightness. Yeah, it'll work. Oh, people want me to keep going. You gave me some great info, Matt. One of these shows about covering cards. Oh, I can show cards. Sure. Well, we'll add that to the agenda of a future show. Thanks for the suggestion, Paul. I appreciate that. And thanks for being a good sport, being on the hot seat. I appreciate it, brother. Lamb base. All right. I think I'm going to do Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. Unless, Dave the Barber said it's public. Okay. Maybe. Do you want me to do yours, Dave the Barber? Okay. I need to learn that. Next show, you can cover thumbnails. Oh, sure. I can do thumbnails. All right. Let me take some notes here. Thumbnails and cards. Thumbnails, cards. Does anyone, before I review the next one, might as well. All right. What I do is I make a Facebook event that says all things YouTube hangout, live hangout. And then I invite my YouTube friends. If you want invited to that YouTube event, and I post them on Awesome Wood Things Facebook page, but not YouTube event, Facebook event. I do a Facebook event where I put the details of this hangout. Then you get a reminder, and your friends can see that you've RSVP'd to the event. If you want invited, send me a friend request, facebook.com/Matt Haas, MATTHAAS, and then I'll mention it and I'll add you. I think that's a nice marketing type thing. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. If you want in that little community group of people I invite, I don't have friends, says Jim Dockrell. All right, Al, I think I'm going to get to you on next show. Dave the Barb. Oh, Dave. All right, small channel, 129 subscribers. All right, people, you know what to do. Go sub Dave the Wood Barber. Drop that in here. We got turning a log, chitty chatty and updates. Wood turned by Sapili Bowl. I received a wonderful gift. General conversation about all and nothing. How many videos you got on here? Small handful of. Okay, so this is a new channel. Okay, got to start somewhere. I was already a subscriber. Yay me. Your banner does not display anything wood or anything barber. So lovely banner, not relevant. You have no links up here on your channel either. There's ways to get your YouTube or your web page, your Twitter, your Instagram, Patreon. You can stick those links up there. Let's go to about. Oh, nice about page. Okay. Good couple sentences here. All right. I think this is a good description of what you got going on there. That's good. Looks like a nature channel, some people are saying. I even have the bell on. Oh, good for you, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. He's got the bell on. Okay. How many playlists do you have? You have no playlists. Well, you don't have that many. You don't have that many videos, but they should be in a playlist. So think about these videos you have. How can you divide these up? Okay, well, there's a chitty chatty updates. Thanks and QA. Are these kind of the same flavor video? Maybe. Maybe you put all of those in a miscellaneous playlist or a talkie play, shop updates, general update playlist, something like that. Here's one where you're actually making some. Oh, an hour long. Was this a live stream? That may have been a hangout on air. No. You made an hour long video? What is this content? A full hour turning a log? Holy cow. That's something. Yeah, wow. Live ones, etc. Okay. Yes, it was live. Okay, cool. All right. So that's one of your oh, you must have used the here, like the go live. I gotcha. Got it. All right. Well, I mean, there's a lot happening, or a lot you can do to improve. Is this even customized? You can go in, you can custom. I think this is just the default. So look at the customized channels and do that. The titles, your title game, you can up your title game a little bit. There should be, what it is, and then some sort of action or excitement word. That's a good way to do. Like, I received a wonderful gift. I can't believe it. Like that would be a little bit more engaging than I received a wonderful gift. Or emotion. It should be a mix of exactly what it is and some emotion word. So you could get your titles a little better. Let's look at your channel here. Oh, I think I was on this one. Live chat replies on. Yeah, I was actually. Yeah, okay. This was another one that you had did. And I think I actually show up here in the chat. Yeah, there I am. Yeah, I was talking to you. Okay, that's what that one is. Are any of these like? Do you have any videos where? Yeah.
I think.
This one. Okay, so this isn't a lot. Your first two were either live or hangouts on air. This is a formal video. So you've got wood turned a sapele bowl. Okay, what do we got here? Hello and thanks for viewing. This wasn't meant to be anything, but it ended up as a bowl of sorts. I'm a proud member of the Mixed Media Network. Yeah. Hello and thanks for viewing. That statement shouldn't be your first sentence. Your first sentence should be what the content of your video is. Okay. Because what's YouTube going to do? They're going to capture this and analyze it, and they're going to capture the first few sentences and analyze it and try and learn what your video is about. So hello and thanks for viewing is not what your video is about. So that should be down below. Ended up as a bowl in some sorts. Yeah, you could do you could have done it, like, this is 13 minutes of content. You could have done a better job at describing what's in your video. Maybe you could have done more. Oh, an HTTPS/, that's not a proper URL. It should be HTTPS://. I don't know if that will resolve. Let me put that in the web page here. Enter. Yeah, I said that doesn't work. What you want is :// There you go. Oh, that still doesn't work. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's not HTTPS. Oh, you spelled it wrong. Makers MEDIA. There's a spelling error there. Yeah, you got to do a better job with your links. Use awesome. That always works. Awesome with things. Ease up, Matt. You have me crying. Oh no. Crying good or crying laughing or crying sad? Phones autocorrect. Okay. Well, look, you have 24 some videos, 100 some subscribers. You got to start somewhere. I mean, you're on the platform, you're publishing content, you're building fans. Kudos. Sad. Oh no, I don't mean to be sad. And this is like, this is all, I'm just, not everyone's at the same level, and that's fine. The whole point is I'm helping. I'm trying to help. This, if I'm not coming off as helpful, then yikes. Then I'm not doing what I'm hoping I'm doing. So yeah, thank you for the tips, Matt. Says Dave the Wood Barber. Cool. Yeah, I'm all for it. All right. Now let's see. We have Odessa. There was one other person who said I could do their channel. Oh, mods shapes. I think it was. Is that it? Let me see here. Did you say earlier? I think this is this could be another review here in the future. Similar, 153 subscribers. Boom, 154. Nice. A lot going on here. I don't think I want to get too in the weeds. Oh, now I got to scroll my thing. Okay, I can't remember if mod shapes. Did I say space? I'm sorry. Mod shapes. Can't remember if they said I should do theirs or not. So we'll definitely get Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop on the hot seat next week, and maybe mod shapes as well. Looks to be a product design and development, 3D modeling, 3D printing, designing CAD in Fusion 360, making things. We started out designing bespoke vape mod stands. Cool. Product design and development. Oh, check that channel out. That seems kind of fun. All right. It's been a lot of YouTube news. It's been a lot of fun. Just play by the rules. Play by the rules and don't get any channel strikes. And, really what all this comes down to is one concept of, if someone didn't know anything about your content or your channel, is what they're looking at and what they can see with their eyes and what they can read from the words, is it representative of what that content is? Are the thumbnails clear? Titles and descriptions clear? When they look at your channel, does the banner reflect what you do? Does your channel icon reflect what you do? Is this stuff organized in logical way? And is everything sort of, clarity? You want things to be clear on YouTube. The worst mistake you can make is to represent your content one way and have it be confused. And when people get into your content, they're seeing something they didn't expect. They're experiencing your content and they didn't expect it to be what they thought it was. Clear. Be clear on YouTube as a creator, and I think a lot of stuff will fall into place. How about the channels that have 5 hours of insipid music? Well, there's all kinds of channels out there. Great show. Thanks again for the help, says Paul Messi's Workshop. Thanks, Matt. You are great, says Marcel's Workshop. Everyone's great. I love this community of creative people. I love creative people. I'm a designer. Somehow I ended up on the W3C as well. So I'm a geeky coding nerd. And I love Star Trek. Like Al from Odessa Woodworking Makershop. Al, we'll get you next time. I'll look at that design channel as well. Mod Shapes. Kind of into that one. I want to see that one. Thank you, everyone. We'll end it here. Remember, this goes unlisted on Awesome Wood Things. You can always go to Awesome Wood Things on Facebook and find links to these unlisted replays, or $1 or more patron on Awesome Wood Things on Patreon. Same time next week, 7 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. I will be here. Thank you, everyone. I hope this is helpful. Let me figure out all this stuff. I'll break down the news for you, lickety split, real quick, in geek to English translation. My former self as a teacher, I think helps. Thank you. Good night. We'll see you next week. Stay creative. Thanks, folks.